Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another spicy episode here in the Late Night Show with Los Flacos. Tonight, we are going to talk about 4 different celebrities and what they have said in their most recent interviews. I'll start this chat with Guillermo del Toro, exactly, the famous Mexican director and screenwriter. In a recent interview with Alter Cine, he gave wise and powerful filmmaking advices for directors who want to make their cinema dreams come true. First, he said you have to fight and be able to defend what the movie needs to be, keeping your own vision of the film intact and exactly how you like it. Then, he said he was what he was and that's what he brought to the movies, being honest to himself. Secondly, Del Toro said magic and realism were the same thing in Mexico, based on his own life experience. Next, Guillermo said that directing, no matter who you were, was and still is the art of orchestrating accidents. You have to be able to build a film even if the protagonist star is missing on the movie set. In addition, he told the interviewer an obstacle was only a path that had been looked at wrong. You must turn the bad things into opportunities in your favor. Afterwards, he told the public that the more layers they added, the more truthful it will seem. Without story and character development, everything is meaningless. Also, Del Toro said he still had the same emotion when he went to do a project. He thought, how much am I willing to lose to do that image? Thirdly, he said it was always better to answer to your work the things you don't like in the media. If you dislike the movies that were being made, make your own. To summarize, he said he got high on his own supply. He made the movies because he wanted them. You better love your work to enjoy what you do. Last but not least, Guillermo said he will never make a movie that he wouldn't die for. All people have to be proud of what they do. We must enjoy our job in order to be satisfied.
Today, in this section, we will talk about the interview that El Bicho had when he won his 5 Ballon d'Or. In the interview with France Football, El Bicho spoke about his feelings and who sees himself in the future. First, he said he felt happy to have won the award that recognizes him as the best football player in the world. He recalled when he was starting his career and he said never expect to win a Ballon d'Or. And now he can't believe his 5 Ballon d'Or. In turn, Cristiano spoke of childhood and he said that at 14 he realized that he had something special. And that moment he knew that he wanted to be a professional football player. Secondly, Cristiano said the small details were what made the difference. Therefore, he said that he slept very well to be very well physically to perform better. Also, he said that he believed his motivation was himself. That's why he always the best. Also, he said that his girlfriend helped him a lot to work on motivational part. Finally, he spoke about his son. Cristiano said that he believed his son had something special. Said he really enjoys going to his son games and watching him play. He said his son could be the next Cristiano Ronaldo. In turn, at the end of the interview, Cristiano said that he did not see himself as a coach in the future and that this option is ruled off for the moment.
Welcome to all of you. Again, we are in another chapter of The Wonder of Chickens. This time we will talk a little about the interview that the professional soccer player Cristiano Ronaldo. At the beginnings of the interview, if asked, he attends interview a lot since he is a very busy man. He said that he does not have time. He travels a lot and has many training sessions that are visually complicated. Second, Jonathan, the interviewer, at first began to ask about his stay in England. He said that he spent 6 years in England. Jonathan covers the subjects a little more and begins to talk about his time at Manchester United, the achievement he achieved. He said he won the Golden Ball 3 times. He said that this year he will win the Golden Ball. Jonathan asked several questions about Messi, and he said he has had a tough rivalry with Lionel Messi for 8 years. Afterwards, Jonathan talked about his life with Cristiano Ronaldo and what his greatest feats have been. He said he left home at 19 years old After a while, he came to Manchester United. He said he won too many titles with Manchester. Finally, Jonathan began to show how much he admired Cristiano Ronaldo, shows the affection he has for the Real Madrid club, and asked some question about that. He asked if Real Madrid has been something great in his career. He said that going to Real Madrid was one of the best decisions of his career. And he said that arriving at Real Madrid changed him as a player and as a person. That was the interviewer with one of the best players in the world.
Hello, welcome back. I will continue this chat with number 11 Tyler Blevins, the famous North American video gamer and streamer. In a recent interview with ESPN, he talked about his start as video gamer and how he became who he is right now. The first thing he mentioned about his tastes and hobbies. He said he had always been a huge fan of anime, adding eventually about how he joined to the video game world playing Halo. He said it all had started when his brother got it. After that, he started playing constantly, especially that famous shooter video game. Secondly, he said he had just started smacking everyone in his neighborhood. That's where he noticed he had talent for it. Next, he said he had started getting up in the ranks, and the professional route started after that. In addition, he said he thought he was like 17 years old when he wanted to start going to those tournaments. Playing Halo as a professional player started getting famous, even more when it came to that game. He said he also mentioned that his name came from a technique you could do in that video game. Afterwards, he said he had started streaming when he was like 19 years old. He was playing longer and longer until streaming became his full-time job. As a result, he said he had detached his retina and he had every surgery on that. He left video games for a considerable time because his health was at risk. Thirdly, he talked about how he recovered and started playing video games again. But after playing some other games, he arrived to Fortnite, where he became the world's most famous player because of his outstanding level to play. He said that playing with Drake was literally what just completely propelled him. To summarize, he talked about how video games started to be more acceptable in the world as a famous and great way to make entertainment. He said that he thought Drake had changed and kind of made it acceptable. Then Ninja, Tyler Blevins, managed to be the most important icon world video game icon and celebrity.